Shooting. Nice. Hey there, Gavin Gear here from UltimateReloader.com. And if you're like me, you get really excited when you see a product that's tailored to your needs and to your interests. And when I saw the Ruger Precision Rifle, I felt that way. Because I'm a precision-minded shooter. I absolutely love this Winchester Model 70 heavy varmint. It's very heavy, it's very solid, and it'll feed the ammo that I load to my precise specifications. I absolutely love shooting this rifle. But I also really like the AR platform. I spend a lot of time behind my LR308B, and I love the ergonomics. I love the fact that I can easily customize it. I had decided I wanted the best of both worlds. I was going to build a custom rifle that would be a blend of a bolt-action traditional rifle chassis and an AR-type platform. But then I saw the announcement about the Ruger Precision Rifle, and that changed everything. So I got my hands on a Ruger Precision Rifle, and it's chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor. This makes the story even more interesting. Now we've got a cartridge that's designed for long-range performance. We've got a cartridge that has pretty much the same ballistic trajectory as 300 Win Mag, but in a package that's much more compact and lighter recoiling. Something that can use magazines that are tailored for cartridges like 308 Winchester. So I want to invite you inside the cabin. I'm going to show you every step of the way. We're going to start with unboxing. I'll give you a tour of the rifle. We're going to attach some accessories, and then we're going to fireform some brass and take it to the range. Later in this series, I'm going to take it further. We're going to go maybe out to a mile. I don't even know yet. But I'm going to work with the 6.5 guys. They're going to help teach me some of the skills that they do in their competition work, and it's going to be a great ride. I hope that you'll subscribe and stick with me through the entire process. Let's take a look at the rifle. So here it is, the Ruger Precision Rifle in 6.5 Creedmoor. What I want to do next is show you exactly what's in the box. So there's some nice cut foam in here, and I've got my paperwork, of course. There's a user's manual, some printed ad material, which I think that's going to look pretty good on the wall. I don't know about you, but I'm always looking for good stuff for the studio and the garage. Some more promotional materials. So we've got a lot of accessories here, but let's get straight into the rifle. So we've got some packing here that helps keep things in the right spot. Here it is. So this is the rifle assembly, of course, and then we've got some Magpul PMag 10s. Comes with 2 of those, which is great. It's one of the things I like about this rifle platform is its interoperability with different AR-10 style magazine systems. We've got the lock, which I'm going to proceed to throw out because I keep my guns in a safe. But it comes with one nonetheless. And then we've got some key mod bits and pieces here. We've got a Picatinny rail section that we can use under the handguard. We've got a quick attach for a sling mount system, and we've got the actual swivel stud mount that we can use to attach the Picatinny rail section. Now, we've also got, this is just a foam block here, there's really nothing in there. It's actually a pretty good storage system for the rifle. The way that this foam is cut out, there's a spot for everything, and kind of everything's in its spot. The bolt on this rifle is inserted while the buttstock is collapsed. So we're just gonna put that in. We're gonna hear a little click like that. Now it's not gonna come out the back. Of course, I'm gonna make sure that there's nothing in there, even though we know there's nothing in there. And then we can swing the buttstock to the locked position. There's the rifle. So now that we've got it out of the box, I want to give you a quick tour of the Ruger Precision Rifle. So there's a lot of great features that are packed into this rifle, and I want to walk you through kind of each of the highlights one by one, but starting with the muzzle end, the barrel. The barrel is manufactured from 4140 chromoly steel. It's hammer forged. On the end of the barrel, we've got a threaded muzzle, which I think is an excellent feature, shows that Ruger knows the shooting community and what they want, because now we're all set to use a muzzle brake. We're all set to use a suppressor. Any kind of standard muzzle accessory that uses 5/8 by 24 threading, which this has, just like most 30 caliber rifles, like a .308 Winchester rifle. We've also got a really nice thread protector here, which means if we're not going to use a muzzle accessory, it's going to keep those threads in great condition. So we've also got the Samson Evolution handguard, which is a system that I really like because it uses the key mod system for attaching accessories. We've got a section of Picatinny rail that comes with the rifle that we can easily add to the bottom of the handguard here. We can put the included swivel stud on that. I'm about to go through that so that we can use a bipod right off the get-go without having to buy anything extra. And it's of course also got the Picatinny rail all the way up so that regardless if we wanted to use sights on this rifle or whatever, we're ready to go. No additional hardware needed for that kind of thing. But the heart of the rifle really is the receiver. And Ruger obviously put a lot of thought into the design and the manufacturing of this receiver. At its core, the upper receiver is machined from 4140 chromoly steel, just like the barrel. So where the locking lugs engage, it's not going to have wear. It's really solid, it's really high strength. But to optimize weight, Ruger went with 7075 T6 aluminum halves for the lower receiver. So we've really got the best of both worlds. We've got the strength of the chromoly steel upper, and we've got the lightweight of the 7075 T6 lower halves. So we've also got the Ruger Marksman adjustable trigger, which I played with just a little bit. Really looking forward to trying it out at the range, but it feels really good. We've also got interoperability with a wide variety of different magazines. The Ruger Precision Rifle comes with the PMag-10, which is a standard .308 Winchester magazine. That means they're going to be readily available and they're not going to be as expensive, which I am a huge fan of. Another interesting thing about the receiver is this is where a lot of the interoperability and compatibility with the AR platform ecosystem is implemented. The handguard, we can put basically any AR handguard we want onto this rifle. I love that. Now, I don't feel the need to upgrade because I really like the Samson Evolution, but we have that option. Any AR-15 or AR-10 style trigger is going to drop right into this rifle. Again, it comes with a great trigger, so you don't need to upgrade it, but if you wanted to use a trigger from another AR-15 or AR-10 rifle that you have, or have something a little bit different, it's there and you can just drop a trigger right in, which is really awesome. But this rifle is also compatible with AR-15 and AR-10 buttstocks. The buttstock that's included with the rifle is fully adjustable for length of pull and the height of your cheek weld. And these adjustments lock down. It's also got a section of Picatinny rail, which comes with a cover on that, so that you can put a bag rider on there. You could put a rear monopod on there, which I'm planning to do for some of the field shooting that I'm going to be doing. So it's got a one-piece bolt, it's got the chromoly steel upper, it's got the aluminum halves for the lower, it's got an aluminum handguard. This rifle really is a great blend of a lot of different attributes that I was really looking for in a precision rifle. It also has grip compatibility with AR platform grips. So if I want to put a Hogue rubber molded grip on there, I can definitely do that as well. So now that we've gotten an overview of the rifle, let's put some accessories on and then take it to the range. The first step was to attach the bipod. Now for this shooting project, I'm going to use the Harris SBRM bipod, which is a proven affordable bipod with a great swivel feature. To mount the SBRM, I started with the included Picatinny rail section that uses the key mod system to attach the rail section to the bottom of the Samson Evolution handguard. I used 2 of the countersunk screws and the swivel stud mounting screw in the center because that's where the bipod is going to mount. Next up is the process of mounting the rifle scope. For this project, I'm going to be using the Vortex Viper 6-24x50 long-range precision rifle scope. I'm also going to be using Vortex precision CNC machined scope rings. Once the bases are in place, it's time to set the scope into the ring bases and then set the caps in place. Once the caps are in place, we can hand tighten the screws that clamp the caps down to the ring bases. What we want to do here is preserve even gaps on both sides between the upper and lower halves. Once we have things hand tight, we can check our level. I'm going to use a simple bubble level here and alternate between the top of the scope on the turret cap and the front section of the handguard where there's a top Picatinny rail section. I want to alternate back and forth with the bubble level until these measurements agree. We can then tighten the caps down using about 15 to 20 inch-pounds of torque using the Wheeler fat wrench. So the next step is to bore sight the Ruger Precision Rifle. And this is a trick that Steve Lawrence showed me from the 6.5 guys. Basically, you want to take the bolt out, look down the bore and find your target. There it is. Center the center of the target in the bore and then take a look at the scope. And believe it or not, this is dead on, but if it's not, you can adjust the turrets for your windage and your elevation, and then you're ready to take a shot. I'm working at about 25 yards here, somewhere between 25 and 50 nonetheless is a good starting point. And let's give it the first shot. All right, hopefully that's close enough for 100 yards. All right, well, now I'm dialed in. I would guess I'm within a half inch of the 100-yard zero. And I'm gonna go with that. You know, I don't have a whole lot more ammo loaded yet. And so I'm gonna need to go and do that in preparation for going out further. We're gonna go to 600 yards, we're gonna go beyond. So I hope you've enjoyed this introduction to the Ruger Precision Rifle, but there's something more. I've actually got a second Ruger Precision Rifle in .243 Winchester, and we're gonna take that to the range as well. We're gonna compare the two. So it's gonna be a lot of fun, and I'm gonna be pushed to the absolute limit with this, and I want you to come with me. If you have ideas, if you have thoughts, please leave a comment. If you love what I'm doing here, please subscribe to the channel. You don't wanna miss out on any of this. And as usual, there's a more detailed write-up on ultimatereloader.com. So if you see the link below, go ahead and click on that. We'll see you guys at the range.